Hello everybody, welcome to NEET Simplified. Today we are meeting here to understand the comparison between different floral families. And this is your newly added syllabus, and also let me tell you, we are expecting really good important questions from this topic. So don't forget to pay attention here. And I know you might have seen various videos where there is a compilation of all the floral families, right? But there you're finding that an entire family is dealt all together at once. But here we are comparing each floral part of each family so that this concept is much simplified and also very clearly understandable to you. Yes, now we're going to see the floral parts, we're going to understand the economic importance and also the vegetative characters in this compilation video individually of each family. So let's quickly begin with the calyx. Yes, and in the family Brassicaceae, which is also called as cruciferae and commonly called as mustard family because mustard belongs to this family. Here you will see that the flowers are tetramerous. That means tetra, we know the number is 4, which means that there are 4 sepals and 4 petals. Here the sepals are arranged in a 2 plus 2 arrangement. Now how is that? It is in two whorls. You will see the calyx is arranged, or the sepals are arranged in two whorls, two inside and two outside, right? And there is an imbricate aestivation over here. The sepals are not fused, they are individual, they are free. So we call that as polysepalous condition. Now moving to the Malvaceae. Here these flowers are pentamerous. That means clearly the petals and sepals are 5 in number. Hence, we are finding 5 sepals. Clearly, there is a fusion of sepals that is found here, isn't it? So, there are 5 sepals and they are fused. So we call that as gamosepalous condition, and the aestivation is called as valvate aestivation in Malvaceae. Now coming to leguminosae, you will see again there are 5 sepals. These are also pentamerous. Also, the fusion is seen here just like Malvaceae, isn't it? So, these are gamosepalous with valvate or imbricate aestivation. Now, coming to Solanaceae, these are also pentamerous family. That is, they are also containing pentamerous flowers. We call the flowers as pentamerous because the floral parts, generally petals and sepals, are 5 in number. Here also you're seeing 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and you are clearly observing that they are fused and forming a tube-like structure. Yes, so they are gamosepalous with valvate aestivation, and one special feature is that this calyx here is persistent. Usually after the fruit formation, the calyx drops off. Right now, here in Solanaceae, you will see the calyx is persistent even after the fruit is formed. Coming to the Asteraceae, now here there are 5 in number. Yes, and these sepals, you will see that there is a sepal which is divided or separated into hairy structure or fiber-like structure, which is called as pappus. Very easily understandable by this diagram. You will see that they are hairy, fibrous structures which are helpful for seed dispersal. Right? So, in case of Asteraceae, you are finding pappus. In case of Poaceae, now this is an interesting thing. Now, so far we have seen all the dicots. Now, this is a monocot. Now, what's happening here? We all know that there are sepals and petals, which are the outermost floral parts, isn't it? Now, sepals together collectively we call them as calyx, and petals collectively called as corolla, right? And here in case of monocots, you will see that these sepals or petals are identical. Yes, they are present. Sepals and petals are present, but they're identical. We cannot differentiate between them. Hence, we have a name to these structures which are very identical. So, we call them as tepals. right? Now this tepals, now we have to give a collective term to tepals as well, isn't it? So that is called as perianth. You will call that as perianth. Now, here in this case of perianth, which you are seeing in the monocots, that is generally present in all the monocots. But in case of Graminae or Poaceae, even this perianth is reduced to these pinhead-like structures which you can see here, which are called as lodicules. Now you can all see that there are QR codes present just beside each of the diagram. Why is that so? You can just scan the QR codes of the respective family, go to the video and find out the details. You will find the clear picture of all the floral parts over there. Alright, now let's go ahead for the next part, that is corolla. Now let's talk about corolla of all the plant families. To begin with, let's start understanding the corolla in Brassicaceae. Now, we also know that it is called as cruciferae, right? And we commonly call this as mustard family. Here, the flowers are tetramerous. We already understood that in the sepals, isn't it? Tetramerous, that means floral parts are 4 in number. Usually, sepals and petals are 4 in number. So, you can see that also over here. Yes, 4 in number. And something important here, that this flower resembles the Holy Cross and hence the name cruciferae, right? And also we are seeing that there are 4 petals which are polypetalous. They are not fused to each other, hence they are polypetalous with a valvate aestivation. So what is the aestivation type here? It is valvate aestivation. Moving to the corolla, in case of Malvaceae or the mallow family or the hibiscus family. Yes, here we have 5 petals. So they are pentamerous with 5 petals having a twisted aestivation. And you will see here also that the petals are not fused to each other, so they are polypetalous. Now moving to the next one, in the Malvaceae family, these are pentamerous, which means the petals are and sepals are 5 in number. So 5 in number, pentamerous in nature, aestivation is twisted, they are polypetalous, meaning they are not fused. But one thing to remember here, there is a condition which is nothing but called as basally adnate condition, which means the petals at the base are attached to the staminal tube, which we also are going to see in the next slide. Alright, now moving to the next one, in Leguminosae, you have different types of petals. We have got a special arrangement here which is also unique to this family. Let us also see what is that. Now beginning with the first or the prominent petal here, which is called as standard or vexillum. Now what is vexillum in Latin? It means a flag or a banner which is huge and prominent. In the same way, here also the vexillum is prominent, which is covering the 2 wings or the alae. Now these wing petals are surrounded by the vexillum. Now moving to the next one, the special one, that is the fused petals, which are called as carina. Now what is carina? Which is nothing but a keel, boat shaped keel in Latin. Now what is that keel? Keel, which you are seeing on the bottom of a boat, which helps the boat to move ahead, isn't it? It is going to cross the water currents and help the boat to move. So this shape is what you find in the keel petals. So this is also called as keel or carina, and they are 2 in number. Now these are present towards the inside. Inside you're going to find these two keel or carina petals, and again you will be finding 2 wing petals or alae which are surrounded by 1 standard or vexillum. Now even this aestivation here is called as papilionaceous aestivation. Why is that so? Papilion in Latin means the beautiful wings of a butterfly. Now moving to the next one, the Solanaceae. Here the flowers are pentamerous, that means again petals and sepals are 5 in number. You can see that 3, 4 and 5. 5 petals with valvate aestivation, and these are gamopetal. As you can see that they are fused, isn't it? The petals are not free, they are fused, hence gamopetalous in nature. Now moving to the Asteraceae or the sunflower family, we all know here we have got on the inflorescence two type of florets, right? One is the disc floret and the second type is the ray floret. Now coming to the disc floret, they are 5 in number. You're seeing 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 5 on the other side. They are in valvate aestivation and gamopetalous. Clearly you're seeing that they are fused and forming a tube-like structure, hence the shape is tubular. Now moving to the ray florets, the number usually varies between 3 to 5 in number. They are also having valvate aestivation and gamopetalous. They also are fused, right? But here they are fused and they're not forming a tube shape. You will find a tongue shape, which is nothing but ligula. A tongue shape sunray-like floret, which is nothing but the ray floret, and that's why this name we have got it as ligulate, and here in the disc floret it is tubular. Now moving to the Poaceae, here this is the monocot family. We all know in the monocots it is difficult to differentiate between sepals and petals, right? So such structures we call them as tepals, right? And we have a representative term as we have discussed earlier, that sepals is calyx, petals is corolla, and here the tepals are collectively called as perianth. Now this perianth in this Poaceae, you will see the perianth is further reduced. Even the perianth is not found, it is reduced to two pinhead-like shaped lodicules. So coming to the Androecium. Firstly, in case of Brassicaceae, let's understand, we have 6 stamens as you can see here. We have got 2 short stamens and here we can see 4 long stamens, isn't it? And these stamens have got special arrangement, and what is that? We have got that these stamens, all of the 6 are arranged in 2 whorls, right? And in the 2 whorls, you will see that these 2 short stamens are present in the outer whorl, whereas the 4 long stamens are present in the inner whorl, making a tetradynamous condition. So you have also that the stamens are all free, hence they are polyandrous, present in a tetradynamous condition, meaning 2 shorter ones on the outside and 4 longer stamens on the inner wall, right? Now moving to Malvaceae, we have got multiple stamens which we will represent with the infinite condition, and here the filaments of all these stamens, as you can see clearly, they are all fusing. Here also these filaments are all fusing to form this single bundle, hence that condition is called as Monadelphous condition. And what is that bundle? This bundle is the staminal tube. So you have got a staminal tube, a single bundle. So this staminal tube is important to even understand about the epipetalous condition. Now what is that? Where you're finding the petals are attached to the staminal tube, as we have discussed earlier about the basally adnate condition, which is represented here as epipetalous nature. Now how will you represent that in the floral formula? We have got 5 petals, so C5, Androecium, infinite, they are fused, and we will represent the epipetalous condition over here with this representing a, a link between the corolla and the Androecium, right? So now moving to the anthers, here these are special and unique in Malvaceae because unlike other angiospermic anthers, you will see here that the anther is in the shape of a kidney, so reniform anthers, and unlike other anthers, these are monolobed, monothecous and bisporangiate, whereas in others you find bilobed, dithecous and tetrasporangiate, whereas in Malvaceae we are going to find only 2 sporangia. Right, now moving to the leguminosae, here just like how we have seen Monadelphous condition, here we have got Diadelphous condition where there are 10 stamens totally. There are 10 stamens But when you look at that, you will see 9 of them are fusing to form a single bundle, and the one remaining is forming the second bundle. That is 9 plus 1 condition, exclusively to be remembered as 9 plus 1 only, not 1 plus 9. 9 forming a single bundle and the 1 is remaining, so 9 plus 1 condition. Yes, now moving to the next one. So in Solanaceae, we have got 5 stamens, right? So they are 5 in number. They are polyandrous. They are not fused with each other. Hence, we call that as polyandrous. Now, coming to the epipetalous condition over here as well, just like in Malvaceae, we have got 5 petals, 5 stamens. They are not fused and epipetalous condition. Whereas here the petals are gamopetalous. So we will represent that with gamopetalous nature, which is represented in brackets. Right, now moving to the next one. In Asteraceae, we know we have got two types of florets, isn't it? Disc and ray florets. Now in ray florets, we have no Androecium there, so we are not discussing about that here. Now coming to the disc florets, you can see there are 5 stamens, 1, 2 and 3, 4th and 5th on the other side. So we have got 5 of them, and you can also find the anthers are fusing with each other. This condition is called as syngenesious condition. And also there is epipetalous nature here, where the filaments, you can see clearly that they are attached to the petals, right? So the epipetalous condition. Now we will represent that again here. There is a gamopetalous corolla with 5 petals here. We will represent that as well. Coming to the Androecium, we have got 5 of them, and we are representing this condition of fusing of stamens. Why? Because of the anthers that are fused. So we will represent that in brackets, and also the epipetalous nature. Right, now moving to Poaceae, we have got 3 to 6 in number. The stamens are ranging from 3 to 6 in number, and they are free polyandrous. They are not fusing with each other. Hence, we will call that as polyandrous. Now, let's understand about the gynoecium in each of the plant family. Now, let us understand about gynoecium in all the plant families. To begin with, let's understand the gynoecium of Brassicaceae first. And there is something very important for you to note down here and also to remember. So, let's go and understand that. So, here we have got the ovary in Brassicaceae to be bicarpellary. Clearly, there are 2 carpels. You can see that they are fused, isn't it? So that means it is syncarpous condition. And also, you are seeing a green color thing present over here, isn't it? So that is called as a false septum. Now, why it is a false septum? It is not formed when the gynoecium is actually formed, right? It starts to grow as the gynoecium matures. And because of the presence of this false septum, you will see that there are 2 locules present. So, this becomes bilocular, right? And the seeds are attached to the walls of the ovary, hence the parietal placentation. And one more important thing over here which you have to remember is, now we understood about false septum, isn't it? When once the fruit is formed, what's going to happen is the wall of the ovary is broken and it is attached to this false septum here and also here, right? So the wall of the ovary is broken, attached to the false septum. Now this is called as rhiplum. Now, when in the fruit formation, you will see there is a structure called as rhiplum. Now, how is that rhiplum formed? It is nothing but the edges of the ovary getting attached to the false septum. Right, that is rhiplum. We'll clearly understand it in the next slide. Now, moving on to Malvaceae. In case of Malvaceae, the gynoecium, we have got 2 to multiple carpels. So, multiple is called as infinite condition. Hence, we have got 2 to multiple carpels here. And here we are showing you the lady's finger, which is a member of family Malvaceae. right? We can see it in our houses every day. Clearly, you can see there are 5 carpels, right? And also 5 locules. But what you are going to see here is the syncarpus condition as well as a central axis. Yes, they are all fused. The carpels are fused, hence it is syncarpus condition. And you are finding a central axis as well. Now, this central axis is important. Why? Because the ovules are all attached to this axis. Hence, the placentation is axile placentation. Yes? Now, moving ahead to leguminosae, here very simple. There is only one carpel, monocarpellary, unilocular, and the ovule is attached to the margin of the ovary. Hence, it is the marginal placentation. Now, moving to Solanaceae, this is something important for you to note down. So, in case of Solanaceae, we are seeing again 2 carpels, right? Very clearly, 2 carpels are visible. Syncarpus, they are fused. There is a central axis running from top to bottom, right? So, one more important thing, it is bicarpellary, yes, bilocular as we understood here. Now, what is the placentation? Very simple. It is that the ovules are all attached to the central axis itself, right? Hence, it is axial placentation. But you are finding a wing-shaped structure. Why is that so? That is because of the swollen placenta. The placenta here is swollen, giving that appearance of this wing-shaped structure. Hence, don't get confused here. It is axial placentation, but the appearance is due to the swollen placenta. Yes, now moving to the Asteraceae, very simple. We have got 2, yes, disc and ray florets here. In both of them, we will find bicarpellary condition. That means 2 carpels which are clearly seen. They are fused, so syncarpus condition, and the ovule, single ovule with a basal placentation. Here you are seeing a cross section and this is the longitudinal section. Now moving to the Poaceae, again a single ovary with a single carpel, hence monocarpellary, 1 locule only, so unilocular, and a single ovule with basal placentation. Yes, now very quickly we'll understand about the fruits as well. So yes, now coming to the fruits, begin with again Brassicaceae. So in Brassicaceae, we have seen earlier something called as false septum or rhapillum, isn't it? We understood about false septum. Now here we have seen that after the formation of the fruit, we understood that the walls of the ovary get attached to this false septum, forming rhapillum. To this, the seeds are attached. As you can see here, the seeds are attached to this false septum or rhapillum. And now such fruit, here in case of Brassicaceae, the name of the fruit is called as Silique or Silicula. Yes, and in case of Malvaceae, it is called as dry capsule or schizocarp. In Leguminaceae, we call that as legume or pod. In case of Solanaceae, it is capsule and also berry. Both types we can find there. In Asteraceae, it's Cypsela, and in Poaceae, it is Caryopsis. So please do remember these names. We are going to give you the details of each of this in another video where we're going to present all the morphological characters as well. So coming to the unique characters in case of Brassicaceae, let's understand that one by one. Coming to the first one, the sepals are arranged in 2 whorls. Let me also remind you that these flowers are tetramerous, that is 4 sepals and 4 petals in case of Brassicaceae. Now this arrangement of the sepals in 2 whorls, I've told you a specific arrangement for this. Do let me know in the comments what that arrangement was. Yes, now coming to the petals, we have got a special feature over here. The petals resemble the Holy Cross, and because of which this family has got another name other than Brassicaceae or mustard family. It has another name because of this cross-like petal arrangement. What is that? Do let me know in the comments. Now coming to the Androecium, it is tetradynamous in nature. In case of Androecium, we have got 6 stamens Okay, we have got 6 stamens right on the whole. Now, what is the arrangement over here? This tetradynamous arrangement is 2 plus 4 arrangement. Now, what is this 2? We have got 2 smaller stamens which are present in the outer wall. As you can see here, there are 2 smaller stamens present in the outer wall and 4 longer stamens present in the inner wall. So here you can see that there is 1, 2, 3 and 4. In the inside, you are seeing in the inner wall, there are 4 longer stamens, and in the outside, on the outer wall, we have got 2 shorter stamens. So this arrangement is 2 plus 4 arrangement, and this is called as tetradynamous condition. Coming to the special one which we have discussed about, the false septum. Now just look at the ovary. We understood about this green structure previously, isn't it? This is called as false septum. Why is that so? Because it is not actually present when the gynoecium formed. It starts to form as the gynoecium slowly matures. Yes, now this false septum is one of the very much unique features in case of Brassicaceae, and also I have told you that once the fruit is formed, right, the walls of the ovary get attached to this false septum, forming another specific structure called as repulum. And remember, it has got a pungent plant sap. You might remember the mustard seeds, the pungent smell of the mustard seeds. Now, quickly, let's understand the floral formula as well. In this case of Brassicaceae, some of the flowers are bracted, some are having no bracts. So, we're not going to represent that in the floral formula. We're going to understand about the symmetry. Yes, symmetry is actinomorphic. That means you can cut the flower into equal halves in more than one plane, as you can see here, right? So the flowers are actinomorphic, they are bisexual. And coming to the calyx represented by K, we understood that there is imbricate aestivation with 2 plus 2 arrangement, isn't it? And K corolla, coming to that, it is C represented by C, 4 in number, the 4 petals. We understood that about the valvate aestivation as well. Coming to the Androecium, the tetradynamous condition, the 2 plus 4 condition will represent it here. Coming to the Gynoecium, a single superior ovary we have seen with 2 carpels in syncarpous condition. Hence, we call that when we are going to represent in the brackets because of the fusion. So let us very quickly understand about the economic importance in Brassicaceae. Now also remember we are understood about visualization of concept, isn't it? Economic importance, whenever you study about it, you have got umpteen number of examples. We have got their importance, their uses, isn't it? How do you remember all that? And remembering it through a song or through a statement is difficult, because at the exam time you have to remember even the song and the statement. Instead, when you close your eyes, you can visualize a picture very easily. So before I tell you about the economic importance, let's understand what's there in this picture. Imagine there is a broccoli forest, and in that broccoli forest there is a sheep whose body has got transformed to cauliflower, which is very easy to remember, isn't it? So the body got transformed to cauliflower. It has lost its one leg, so that got replaced with a radish. Yes, you can see the radish over here, right? Its face is like a turnip. And what is it carrying? It is carrying the candy tuft. It is having a crown made of mustard flowers, right? Now imagine, we are imagining this picture, we are visualizing this picture, and how many examples are we covering in this one picture? Let's see. So we understood about the broccoli forest, Yes, and we understood that the body of the sheep transformed to cauliflower. It stepped on a cabbage. It had a broken foot, which was replaced by radish. Its face was like turnip. It was carrying candy tuft and having mustard flower crown. Very simple. Now, if you remember this picture, what are you remembering? All the examples just within a moment with the visualization of one picture we got all the examples covered and all the importance of this plants as well we can remember, right? And one very important thing is candy tuft, which is useful in treating the disease called as gout. Now let's move ahead to our next family. Now coming to the unique characteristics in the family of Fabaceae. Now let's see what is that. So coming to the first one, it has got a pulvinous leaf base, which is nothing but a swollen base of the petiole. So please remember that it has got a swollen base of petiole. Now, this is one of the unique characters you find only in Fabaceae. And coming to the next one is about the Aestivation. So, we all know this petal, the prominent one, is called as the Vexillum, isn't it? Which in Latin meaning a flag or a banner which is very prominent. So we have the name Vexillum and also it is resembling the wings of a butterfly. Right, so we call this as vexillary estivation by the name Vexillum and also by the name of the wings of butterfly, which is nothing but papillion in Latin. So it has got another name that is papilionaceous estivation. So we have got two names, that is vexillary or papilionaceous estivation. Now coming to the Diadelphous stamens. In the stamens, you can see clearly that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Right? 9 of the stamens are fused forming a bundle and the one more which is the 10th one is separate, isn't it? So we have a formation of 9 in the brackets plus 1, definitely to be remembered only in this format. 9 plus 1 condition, which is called as the Diadelphous condition. And marginal placentation, where you will see the ovule is attached to the margin of the ovary. And also we have got the fruit which is called as pod only in Fabaceae. So these are the important or the unique characters in Fabaceae. Now let's also very quickly recall the floral formula as well. Now, coming to the floral formula, let's recall that and let's write it down. The flowers are zygomorphic, will represent zygomorphic. They are bisexual, the presence of male and female organs, we can see that here. And coming to the calyx, these are 5 in number. There are 5 sepals, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and clearly it's observed that they are fused. So gamosepalous, let's represent that as well. Coming to the petals, we have got one prominent vexillum, two of them are wings or alae, and two are the fused keel petals. So let's represent that 1 plus 2 plus 2 in the brackets, the fused one, right? And now coming to the Androecium, this special arrangement which we are going to represent it as 9 plus 1, and Gynoecium is a superior ovary with single carpel. So this is how we represent the floral formula, which is easily decoded by the diagram. Right, now that's about the Fabaceae unique characters, and now let's follow up with the economic importance with a beautiful picture as well in case of Fabaceae. So, we have got this anime character who is a gym freak, but he got suddenly transformed into a complete vegetarian. Now, to meet his protein resources, now what he has to eat? He has to get the protein sources from the plants, obviously. He's now a vegetarian. So, what is he eating? He's eating the plant protein all in one bowl, right? So, what are all you can see here? You can see peanuts, right? You can see green peas, soybeans, right? You can see lentils. Now, his hair is indigo colored. It is indigo colored, right? Now, what are we covering here? All the proteinaceous foods which gym freaks or vegetarians can eat. right? So what are we here seeing? We are seeing pigeon pea, tur dal, red gram, arhar ki dal, all coming to the protein sources. In case of lentils, we have got green gram or moong, the famous peserattu which we eat, and the soybean. Here you can see the character having that soybean, and also the peanuts. Now also gym freaks do not eat sugar, right? So they need to replace it with mulethi, which is a sugar substitute, right? Also we can remember indigo with his hair, right? We have got sweet pea for his food again, and you have got Sesbania grandfolia, which you have to remember one thing, that is used as green manure. You can see beans also that he is having. So whenever you see something vegetarian which is proteinaceous, which gym freaks do eat, so they are all included in this family of Fabaceae. Also, let me know how many of you are gym freaks and also following such really interesting diets. Let me know in the comments, and let us move ahead to our next family. Okay, so now let us continue with the unique characters in the Solanaceae family. Here we can see that it is also called as the potato family. That is also something for you to remember. And here both petals and sepals are fused. That means you have got gamosepalous condition as well as gamopetalous condition. And that is clearly seen in the floral formula, where you can see that the sepals are fused and also the petals are fused, which is seen here as well. You can see the fusion happening. So gamopetalous and gamosepalous, usually you see one of them or either of them is gamosepalous or polysepalous. There is one which can be free and one is fused. But here gamosepalous and also gamopetalous condition is observed. And calyx is persistent. In other families, you will see after the fruit is formed, all the other floral parts fall away, right? But in case of Solanaceae, you will see the calyx is persistent. It is not going to drop off. And also, there is an obliquely placed ovary, especially in Solanaceae, which is clearly seen here, right? It is not straight, it is obliquely placed. And coming to the swollen placenta, if you remember, we understood that it was an axile placentation in in the Solanaceae family. This axile placentation shows that the ovules are attached to the axis passing from top to bottom, right? But if you remember in tomato, we have seen there is a wing-like structure present in each of the carpels, isn't it? So what is that? That is nothing but the swollen placenta, which gives the appearance of that wing-shaped structures. But the placentation is axial placentation. Very clearly you can see here as well in the floral diagram. Now remember, persistent calyx, gamopetalous, gamosepalous, and also we have obliquely placed ovary with ovules with axial placentation and a swollen placenta. Now very quickly, let's understand about the floral formula as well. Here, the flower is actinomorphic. So you can see that the flower can be cut into two equal halves in more than one plane. So it is actinomorphic, and we have got it is bisexual. Both male and female parts are present. Calyx gamosepalous 5 in number and fused. Corolla 5 in number fused gamopetalous. Androecium free, right? And one more important thing, you can see that there is the stamens, the filaments are attached to the petals, isn't it? This condition is called as epipetalous condition. So let's represent that as well. And coming to the gynoecium, the obliquely placed ovary, it is a superior ovary with two carpels, which is in syncarpous condition, right? So that's about Solanaceae and its unique characters. Now, as we go ahead, the interesting story here comes about the economic importance. Now, we are visualizing a restaurant named as Sola. representing Solanaceae clearly. Now, in this restaurant, we have a woman named Bella and a boy called Ashwin. They are having a meal. And what are they having? The boy is having French fries with tomato ketchup, as you can see here. French fry and tomato ketchup, and also he's having the pepper, isn't it? The powder, which the peri peri powder, which we use for the taste in the French fries. And this solar restaurant has got beautiful ornamental flowers, which are petunia flowers. Now you have seen a picture. Now in this picture, how many examples are we covering? Let's understand. So here we are seeing potato and tomato, chili and capsicum, both belonging to the spicy family, the spices family, isn't it? So the French fries, tomato ketchup and peri peri powder, we have got so many examples with that. Now ashwagandha for Ashwin, and we have got belladonna for Bella. So we have got the names through which you remember the plants as well. And Bella was smoking, isn't it? So a fumigatory plant, we have got tobacco here, and the restaurant is all covered with petunia ornamental plants. So the example is also covered here. So we have got covered all the examples, and with this one picture you can remember all of them. Yes, now let's go ahead to our next family. So moving on to Asteraceae, let's understand the unique features here as well. So to begin with, we have got an involucre of bracts in this inflorescence. So whenever you look at a sunflower, it's very visibly seen that there is a whirl of bracts beneath the inflorescence, isn't it? So that is called as the involucre of bracts. Coming to the next one, the calyx, which is in the form of a pappus. Now we call that as pappus. Why? Because it is modified to a hairy fibrous structure, which is also seen in the floral formula as well. As you can see here, the calyx is hairy, or it can be a little fibrous structure which is helping in the seed dispersal. Now moving to the next one, the inflorescence is called as head or capitulum, which is bearing two kinds of florets on it, the disc florets and the ray florets. As you can see here, we have got the disc floret over here, and this is the ray floret, the floral diagram, and we're going to write the floral formula as well. And the inflorescence looks like star, so the name Asteraceae, it's a star like inflorescence, so Asteraceae. And now coming to the disc floret, the Androecium is a little important over here because it is both epipetalous and also syngenetious. Syngenetious condition clearly seen here where the anthers are fused. That condition is called as syngenetious, seen in the diagram. And also epipetalous, where you are seeing the petals and the filaments. You can see the joining over here. You can see the filaments are attached to the petals, hence called as epipetalous condition. And also in the ray florets, the petals are ligulate. In case of the disc floret, the petals are tubular, whereas in case of the ray florets, they are ligulate, which is nothing but like tongue, or very easily you can remember the ray-like flowers, isn't it? The sun ray-like flowers. And ovary is inferior only and only in the Asteraceae family, not in the other ones. Right? Now, very quickly, let's move to the floral formula as well. So, for the disc florets, we will see that the flowers are actinomorphic, bisexual, and the calyx is in the form of pappus. We're going to write the full name over here. And corolla, we have 5 petals, gamopetalous, they are fused, you can see that. Then androecium, we have got 5 stamens, and we will write that they are fused. Very clearly you can see the syngenetious condition due to which we are representing the stamens are fused here in the floral formula, and also the epipetalous condition is seen here. And now coming to the gynoecium, we have got 2 carpels, syncarpus and an inferior ovary. Right? So that's about the androecium. So that's about the disc floret. Now coming to the ray floret. In the ray floret, the flowers are zygomorphic. It is a female flower, no androecium. And coming to the calyx, it is called as pappus, right? And corolla, 3 to 5 gamopetales, and androecium is absent. Gynoecium bicarpellary, syncarpus, inferior ovary. So that's about the disc floret and the ray floret. We have even deciphered the floral formula. So one important thing here to remember is that when you remember the floral diagram or when you look at it, most of the features of the unique characters and also about the floral formula can be remembered once you clearly observe the floral diagram. Right, now let's move on to our story where we are going to understand the economic importance of Asteraceae. Yes, now here you are seeing a field where there is a grandfather who's working and the grandchild is sitting over there, right? Now what is this field? Now let's understand how will we relate all the examples into this picture. So here we have this man working in a safflower field, and you can see the man is sneezing. Why? Because he's allergic to the Parthenium growing by the side. Alright. And you are also seeing that there are mosquitoes here, isn't it? Which are getting repelled by these pyrethrum flowers. You're finding the pyrethrum here, which has a mosquito repellent ability. So you can see that also over here. And the girl is having sunflowers on the dress, right? She's drinking chicory and applying bringraj oil, having lettuce. Here the hens are feeding on the marigold, right? Now let's very quickly see how many are we covering in this story. So we have got sunflower on the dress, safflower field, pyrethrum, the mosquito repellent, lettuce which is having, chicory she's having, and the parthenium to which the old man is allergic to, and we have got carthamus and tagetes which are used in producing the dyes. So you can also remember them by the dresses here. And one fact over here is that where the hens are feeding on the marigold, it is done so that the yolk of their eggs can be a little more yellowish in color. Right? So this is one fun fact for you. And don't forget to remember this one picture where we have included all the examples. So no need of any song over here to remember. You can just visualize this picture and you are done with the economic importance. Let's move to our next floral family. Now here coming to Graminae or Poaceae, this is the monocot family here in our syllabus. So definitely we are going to observe a fibrous root system. And coming to the bracts in the inflorescence, those are converted to glooms. We call those structures as glooms. Whereas the flower or the floral bracts are converted to lemma and palea. Now this is the lemma. So how will you remember that? L for large and large lemma, right? And this is the palea. And how will you remember that? P for petite, P for petite, which is nothing but smaller. So P for petite, P for palea. So that's how you're going to remember the bracts and their modification. So inflorescence bracts are glooms and floral bracts which are of two types. The larger one lemma and the smaller or the petite ones are called as palea. Now moving to the next one, the tepals here. In monocots, there is no differentiation between sepals and petals. They are identical. So we call them together as tepals. Now all the tepals collectively are called as perianth, right? So in this family, the tepals are converted to lodicules. So here you can find two pinhead shaped small structures, isn't it? So usually in monocots, you will see that there is a perianth that is present, the tepals that are present. But in case of Graminae or Poaceae, even these perianth are reduced to the structures called as lodicules. Right, sometimes they might be absent as well. Now moving to the stigma, it is a feathery stigma which is seen in the floral diagram and also in the picture, where you are finding the stigma, and the white dots on the stigma are nothing but the pollen grains. And here the fruit is called as Caryopsis, and the seeds are full of endosperm, unlike the dicot seeds, the monocot seeds which we are eating. It might be wheat, rice, maize. They are all full of endosperm, and the leaves here are sessile. So, the leaves are sessile, and we're going to have what? You will find the stem which is called as culm. It is a hollow stem. So the stem is hollow, which is called as culm, to which the leaves which are sessile. These sessile leaves are attached to this hollow stem and through a long sheathing base. So hollow stem, the culm is present, to which this long sheathing base sessile leaves are attached, and this is one special feature which you will find in the Poaceae family. Now let's understand the floral formula as well. So here for the floral formula, the flowers are zygomorphic. They are bisexual in nature, right? Because there is Androecium and Gynoecium. Now coming to the most important part, Calyx and Corolla. We have something called as tepals, isn't it, in case of the monocots. Now here we have the perianth over here, isn't it? The tepals are collectively called as perianth. We will represent that as P. And in Poaceae, this perianth is further reduced to two pinhead structures called as lodicules. We will write that lodicules over here. Now coming to Androecium, the stamens vary from the number being 3 to 6, which are free, they are not fused. And Gynoecium here, with a superior ovary, there is a single carpel which we are going to represent over here. So we have got zygomorphic, bisexual, perianth reduced to lodicules, Androecium and Gynoecium represented in the floral formula. So here you are seeing a beautiful celebration in our Indian families, in the Indian farmer families. Now there is a feast which is being done over here because of the harvest festival that's happening. You are seeing the farmer standing in the maize field. So he has a maize harvest with which he's very happy. He has got cyan cows, right, in a bamboo shed. They are taking the shelter under this bamboo shed, and we are finding his three kids enjoying the feast. So he's having rice kheer, this fellow is having wheat kheer, and she's having a bajra roti. Okay, and what are they having? They both are having barley kanji. Right. Yes, now we have also got the fodder which the cows are having over here. So now with this one picture where a farmer in the maize field celebrating the harvest festival with his three kids enjoying the feast. That's it. Now you need to remember what are they eating? Rice kheer, wheat kheer, bajra ki roti. Now with which we are covering all the examples. Let's see how many did we cover. So here we have rice covered, maize, barley kanji, wheat kheer, bajra roti. Sugar is definitely there in the kheer, isn't it? They are having kheer, so that is coming from sugar cane, sugar from sugar cane, bamboo shed, and we have cynodon and panicum taken or given as fodder to this cyan cows. Why did we put cyan cows? So that you remember the name cyanodon. So with this one picture, we are covering again all the examples from the economic importance. Alright, let's move to the next plant family now, which is the Malvaceae. Now coming to the unique features here in Malvaceae, we have got mucilage canals, which is clearly evident when you use the lady's finger or ochra in your home, in your kitchen, when you cut it, you will find slimy layers out of it, isn't it? These are nothing but the mucilage canals, specially found only in the Malvaceae members. And you have epicalyx, which are nothing but a whorl of bracteoles. This is again special to Malvaceae members, where you are finding the bracteoles as a whorl, which is called as epicalyx. Now coming to the staminal tube. Here, there are monodelphous stamens which is indicating what? The stamens, the filaments of the stamens are all fusing to form this structure over here, which is called as the staminal tube. When they are fusing, when the filaments are fused to form a single bundle, that is called as monodelphous condition. And what is that bundle called as? Called as the staminal tube. And you will find basally adnate petals, that is also visible in the floral diagram, where you are seeing the petals. We are seeing that the petals are attached to the staminal tube on the bottom, right? So they are basally adnate condition. And coming to the anthers also, you're going to find only and only in Malvaceae, unlike any other families, the anthers are monothecous and monolobed. So for which explains that they are bisporangiate in nature. Usually in all the other anthers, you will find that the anthers are tetrasporangiate with four sporangia. But in this case, there is only a single lobe, so we are going to find only two sporangia in case of Malvaceae. Now coming to the carpal number, it varies from 2 to infinite condition, and also they are syncarpous in nature. Right, now let's decipher the floral formula as well. So here flowers are actinomorphic, they are bisexual. Now the most important thing to include here is epicalyx. We'll write that, and the number would be from 3 to 8. Right, now coming to the calyx, they are 5, gamosepalous and Corolla. These are also 5 in number, and polypetalous. They are not fused, but you will see only the basally adnate condition. Right, now coming to the Androecium, they are multiple in number, so we will represent it with infinite condition, and they are fused, isn't it, to form the staminal tube, as you can see here. So we will represent even the fusion and epipetalous nature as well, because the petals are attached to the stamens. Now coming to the gynoecium, it's a superior ovary with 2 to infinite carpels, all being syncarpous in nature. So that's about the floral formula in case of the Malvaceae. Right? Now let's understand the economic importance as well. So now here we come up with one challenge for you all. So far you have seen all the plant families, you have seen so many stories where we have covered all the examples in one picture, isn't it? So when you visualize that one picture, you are going to get the entire examples there. But now we are giving you this one challenge where you have to come up with a story where you will include all the examples into that one story, and you're going to let us know in the comment section. So we will develop a picture out of it and also feature you in our next video. Alright, so let's see who will come up with the innovative story with the best inclusion of all the examples and get featured in our next video as well. So let's very quickly see what are all the examples here. Now coming to the Malvaceae, we have got Gongura, which we all know the example, that is hibiscus cannabis, Gongura, which we all have in our regular households. We have got China rose, silk cotton, the lady's finger or okra called as Abelmoschus esculentum, cotton. We know that very well. Our clothes, which we use it for cotton, our clothes made with cotton, and also this Urena lobata, which is used as a treatment for hydrophobia, usually in rabies. Right? Right. Now that we have completed all the important aspects in the plant families. We have covered the floral characters. We have even studied about the floral formula, floral diagrams, and also the economic importance. Right now, what are we left with? We are left with the vegetative characters, which are more of a reading kind of thing and to be remembered. Right, and don't forget that we would be presenting you with the videos of root, shoot, and also the leaf modifications about the morphological characters. We are going to present another episode, as this is all in a reading format to be remembered. The terminology you will understand in the morphological videos, and this entire lecture is in a PDF format. Please do check the comment section. You will get the details of the downloadable PDF over there. Please do click there, and this entire lecture is available there, where you can read out all the vegetative characters and remember them. Right? So that's about all the plant families in one shot. We have covered every individual part of the flower of each plant family separately, and this is definitely helpful for you for your NEET preparation, so that there is no confusion anywhere. And this is how we simplify every concept over here at NEET Simplified. Don't forget to subscribe to us and click the bell icon so that you would be notified with all our coming up videos very quickly, and you will be NEET ready for your exam. Thank you.